Hello there, Wellzam here, and today I will be reviewing the Ruins of the Dead map. There will be a link to its forum page, probably in the description as well as somewhere on the screen here, magically. Might be blocking Anger Puppet over there. I don't know. It depends on if he wants to be seen or if he will wear the cone of shame. But anyway, let's get on with it. The map is quite similar to, if you're familiar with Nazi zombies from Call of Duty. There's lots of waves of zombies that come at you and you basically fight them and survive through to the end to get the boss fight. I'm not sure if that's how Nazi zombies ends, but that's how this one ends. But yeah, lots of zombies. You kill them to get points. You use the points to purchase weapons and unlock new areas, etc., etc. Now, this is actually the multiplayer version. There's a single-player version as well. I am playing with Anger Puppet 42 and Shenanigans 1930, as you can see on the side of the screen. And the description page does say that the map is balanced around 2 players, which, fair enough. In terms of resources, they're probably correct, but I think in terms of difficulty, 3 or 4 people might be, not at the beginning, but towards the end, might be more suitable. I'd say 3's good. 3's a nice average. But to be quite honest, this version of the map is not all that great. It was actually a very big disappointment to me as well as Shenanigans, who played the 147 version of the map, which was freaking awesome. It just was. And I hope to bring you a Let's Play of that. We will, this was actually meant to be a Let's Play, but by the end we kind of thought very lowly of it, so we decided to scrap the footage, and I decided to review it in hopes of making a better version. Now, my first problem is in the 147 version, all of the purchasing was done via villager. There were villagers in the wall where you see the buttons to purchase stuff, and that was far superior in 2 ways. One, lots of redstone means lots of lag, and in the case of buying items, there's no need for it. Villagers serve that purpose. That is the only purpose they serve, and the map creator clearly has the capability of doing it with the villagers because he's done it before. But even other than just the lag factor of redstone, the villagers used emeralds, which were dropped. I don't believe the zombies actually dropped them. I believe the only source of emeralds were the chests as well as the random drops at the end of waves. But there was a random income of them, which, yeah, it has its ups and downs, but in my opinion, it created a little bit more of a variability game to game. So if you wanted to play this map more than once, say you have different friends, it's not for you necessarily the exact same thing every time. And I mean, all the other drops are random for that purpose, assuming the description is correct. We only played this map once on this version, but on the other version we, I believe, did run through it like 1.5 times, and the drops were definitely different each time. They seemed to scale with which wave you were on. For example, like the first wave we got wooden swords, and I'm sure the map developer has come up with like the loot table, etc., to make that balanced. And they've done that pretty well, even in this version. Now, don't get me wrong, redstone definitely has its uses, like right here, hidden doors, contraptions, traps, stuff like that. But for something like selling items to a player, there is no reason not to use a villager. Granted, there are zombies, and this is a zombie map, but we had no problem with villagers becoming infected in the previous version. Now, granted, there might have been some change to how zombies can convert, or like they can attack through single blocks or something like that, but that's still it's easily fixable. You can either put an extra block between the villager and the end, uh, like if you've seen Anger Puppet 42's, what is it, the Four Pillars series, you can put a fence in between there, though I guess in this case it'd have to be something that is breakable and replaceable in adventure mode, but the point is there are ways around it. So anyway, on to this feature. There are several crafting rooms, this being the alchemy room. There was that enchanting room, and this over here is actually the crafting room. It has anvils and a crafting table. But for some reason, it decides not to open in between rounds as it should, and it only opens during a round, like when you're fighting off zombies, etc., etc. Right now, I should actually be out there helping Shenanigans and Anger Puppet, but I was getting levels to repair my broken bow. But at this point, I've spent too much time in there, and now they're both dying, so I should go out and do that. Now, this is more of a minor fault, but important nonetheless. As you can see, I was just ambushed by zombies from behind, and that is because one of the pressure plates was not actually wired. This one does not close the doors as it should, so yeah, that's more a minor bug. I imagine that was just a little bit of an oversight. If it was intentional, it's, stupid. You should either take the pressure plate off or make it work. But, yeah. As you can see in this scene, there is a crap ton of fire all over the place. Now, I think this is actually Minecraft adventure mode, because I believe it prevents you from putting out fire. Yeah, I understand the limitation there, and I guess I understand from Minecraft's point of view that people who make an adventure map might want fire to be unpassable or just an obstacle that you have to get through before dying. But I guess that's a complaint of mine that isn't necessarily on the map creator, but perhaps, give us water buckets or something. But given that that's kind of something that can't be dealt with, this is a big problem with the map. We have reached round 16 and hit the button, yet more mobs spawned. Now, as I recall, there might have been a gotcha wave at the end after all 16 have passed, as in, you're done, but we're going to throw in an extra wave before the lair opens without telling you, which, fair enough if that was the case. However, we actually ended up, as I have sped up, tried 2 or 3 more waves and killed them all, and still nothing. So the last room, where you go into the zombie lair and fight them, did not open after all of that. And the waves did seem to get progressively harder with lots of blazes and lots more zombies. So we ended up having to bust in via creative mode to the final room. Now, there's actually on the description page, it makes mention of like a final zombie king, and I entirely could have overlooked how to get there, but we've played this map twice and I haven't found anything. I will investigate further to see if there is in fact something beyond this last zombie lair, and I will admit this could entirely be my own fault, but perhaps make the final boss, it appeared that it would have been in the nether, but make it a little more obvious, because we have played this map probably 3 times now and not seen it. Again, I definitely admit could be my own fault. But anyway, that was basically the map, and this is the redstone behind it. As you can see, I'm lagging a lot due to a conjunction of a heck of a lot of redstone and a crap ton of mobs, down there. And this is actually, I assume these are the villagers from the original version. Yes, I poured lava on them because they won't die, and it sounded crazy. But at any rate, as a whole, this map was very disappointing. Now, I will give it the button that started the waves gave you saturation, so you didn't have to worry about eating. I will say that is a great feature. You don't have to worry about eating. You kind of regenerate. I like that. It does make it a little bit easier, and I'm sure there are some people who don't like that, but there was just an overwhelming amount of problems. Running out of arrows. I mean, you didn't even get XP from the zombies as a drop, or the blazes. You relied entirely on the limited amount of potions enchanting that you had. Not working redstone. This version of the map is not that great. So I am very much so looking forward to following this video up with a Let's Play of the 147 version, because it was, as I stated previously, freaking awesome. And I do very much hope that the map creator gets wind of this video and can restore this map to its former glory, because it really is a great map at its core. It just kind of has lots of problems in this version. So, that's about it. I am Wellzam, and thank you all for watching.